and they were forcing Ginebra to play defense in transition. Ginebra was not up to the task in the first, allowing a lot of easy baskets for the Elasto Painters. Another problem also was trying to contain Solomon Mercado. On the other side, for Rain or Shine, they had problems early with Enrico Villanueva scoring 8 points. But in the last part of the first quarter, they were able to contain the inside incursions of the Gin Kings, and as a result, they had a good run prior to that end of the first quarter.
If you are John with Chico, and we're speculating here, you're beginning to see what the team could be like if you have all the hands on deck, actually, with a Kagiwa healthy and a Helterbrand healthy, and maybe if Hatfield can get in the group quickly.
And that is really the result here of the Gin Kings. Coach John with Chico is trying to fit the pieces once again, pieces of the winning team, puzzles that can be a part of the bigger picture for the Gin Kings. But here Solomon Mercado has already fired the second 3-point basket for a total of 14 points here for Rain or Shine.
And look at that smile on his face. I like it here. I'll shoot here every day. And Kagiwa takes care of his second field goal.
Let's see, mamaya, checkin natin kung anong winning record dito ng Rain or Shine dahil suki itong Elasto Painters dito sa Victoria City here in Bacolod.
We halt the action as
Solomon Mercado once again penetrating the basket. It's not as if there is no defensive game plan against Solomon Mercado. Anytime you play against the Elasto Painters, you always want a solid defensive game plan against this superior athlete. Kaya ang hirap talaga bantayan.
Ano ang mahirap bantayan? Yung bulusok.
Yung bulusok at lakas. He can finish with his right. He can go to his left, and he can attract a lot of contact and finish in traffic as well.
Taking care of that BMAC Derby Ace Premium Formula free throw. No problem with that. That pagka BMAC Derby Ace Premium Formula, dito ka na sa Llamado. 16 points.
16 points for
pag sa golf hindi pwede yung
below par ba yan?
Ito above performance.
Above scoring average, most probably. Only had 11 points in 30 minutes in their last game against Barako Coffee. But here today starting out like a house on fire. Uso ang nangingiti dito sa
hindi pa tumatayo yan.
Grupo ng Elasto Painters. Sarap kasi ng inasal dito.
Sobra. Turnaround shot. Look short. It is. Mamaril puts it in.
The locals have come out to help here. The scoring race of Story. A while ago it was Enrico Villanueva in the first quarter. Now it's the turn of Billy Mamaril.
Billy Mamaril 8 points in that win that snapped the run of Coca-Cola. And there's an argument about possession. It'll go the other way.
Over the years, Coach Jong Chico has really piloted Ginebra to a very good winning record. They have been contenders for the longest time, has won titles in the last, at least one of the last 3 conferences. At laging nakakakyat doon sa last 4, itong Ginebra Gin Kings.
You know, both teams are coming off wins, and that's why you can understand the energy and their desire to keep that momentum going.
Ginebra especially since, of course, itong Rain or Shine has posted its first winning streak. On the other side, Ginebra, after losing their second game, dealing Coca-Cola its first loss of the tournament, and that was a big win simply because Coca-Cola was unbeaten prior to that game against Ginebra.
That ball all the way to Iloilo.
Nag-ferry.
So, don't forget, as Michael Jordan would say, as long as it's Hanes, the official underwear of the PBA. Hindi yan sinabi sa PBA. Samantala, we're down to 9:57. That shot does not work. Kagiwa tries to reach with it. Baguio has been groping for a bit of form here.
Jeff Chen has been a tough cover here for Cyrus Baguio, contesting every shot by Baguio.
Oh, this is a great pass. Mamaril going up, hoping to go underneath the basket. Was clipped. Aranya apologizes.
Had no other recourse but to give up that solid foul against Billy Mamaril. Some good interior passing in for the Gin Kings. Sabi nga natin, not settling for the outside shot. Really trying to pound that ball inside. Perhaps seeing that Jai Lewis is not around here in the quarter for the Elasto Painters.
Everybody's smiling. You know, when you get to Negros Occidental, can't help but smile again. I don't know why everybody's smiling here.
Baka buot ang mga tao.
Buot magyapon, no? Ari ang atong Yakult Slam Dunk. Yeah, this was something we saw earlier before, just about time the quarter was about to end, our first installment of that one. Norwood enjoying that moment.
Well, Ginebra is only shooting 23% from the three-point area. Probably the primary reason why they're trying to get better shot selection here.
Head and shoulder fake. The up fake delivers the opening.
Just have to stay in front of Jeff Chan, has that ability to get you up in the air. Good three-point shooter. Decent perimeter jumper.
Absolutely.
You have to contain him and force him to drive all the way to the basket.
As early as when we were covering him during his college days,
Yes.
we knew that this guy could hit it from almost all distances on the perimeter. In the meantime, Selena Cruz picks up the loose change, turns it into absolute goal.
Once again, attacking the basket are the Gin Kings. No let up here without Jai Lewis. They feel that there's a donut in the hole for their last two painters.
Double screen. And there's a foul, a bodying up motion that time.
Ryan Aranya may not be the quickest player in the league, but definitely he just has that ability to locate the driving lanes. Good ball handling ability and just good recognition against the crease in the defense of the opponent. Gets him inside almost all the time. Napaka-utak maglaro kontra Tiempo.
Norwood signaling the play, doesn't care. The other side has coached us sounded that because they knew exactly what to do. That's a huge three.
Nice play run here by Rain or Shine. That is the third three-point basket of their last two painters.
They almost listed that basket to Jeff Chan, yung forma kasi ni Aranya. One Jeff Chan na Jeff Chan.
Saka ito yata ang pinakamaraming lefties sa nakupunan. Sa mga kupunan dito sa PBA, they have Don Dulay, they have Eddie Laure, at of course, ito si Jeff Chan, kaliwete rin.
In the meantime, Mike hitting the bench, of course, joined the league in 1999. Seems like only yesterday. 39-34 with 8:22 remaining. Glad you can join us. We come to you from Victorious for the Phoenix Fuel PBA on Tour Caravan.
As Gabe Norwood attacking the closeout defense of the Gin Kings. Ginebra once again dropping down to a 2-3 zone, but Rain or Shine will not settle for the 3 instead. Attacking the closeouts. Alam mo itong si Solomon Mercado at si Gabe Norwood, good finishers, and yung leaping ability nila gets them to the basket. At improved free throw shooting has definitely made this combination more lethal sa kanilang offensive artillery.
Now, is this a natural flow of the game? As we were going run and gun, breakneck speed in the first quarter, we're suddenly going into a more controlled kind of game.
Yes.
Is this on purpose?
Yes. I'm sure that both coaches like to execute what they prepared for here offensively, and definitely their defensive strategies will go at each other. At alam mo, if you're Rain or Shine, you have to look at your last two games because you only gave up close to 79 points in your last two games. And as a result, nakakuha sila ng dalawang sunod na panalo.
You really don't want to go into a
Yep.
shootout against Barangay Ginebra, and Story already with 12 points in this first half, and Rain or Shine is still in the driver's seat nonetheless, ahead by 5.
Story is looking really mean here tonight. All
yes.
business.
Inside the Lewis, and there's a nudge from the rear.
Well, sometimes you just have to figure it out, how to push him away from the paint. Of course, that is the initial intention of your defense. Even if you're playing zone, keep him away under the basket because he occupies a lot of space. And anytime he gets that ball underneath, he is automatic.
Mamarel will hit the bench after committing his third personal foul. Enrico Villanueva's back on our hardwood. Penetration, and now a little more fouls being committed because the defense also beginning to kick in based on that point when you know you're trying to control the mood of the game as well.
And you're now trying to contain and locate the players who are first in the first quarter. Once again, Rain or Shine not opting for the 3, instead attacking the closeout defense here of the Gin Kings.
On one perspective, a coach will say, don't play defense with your hands, you got to move your feet. But there are some coaches, and I'm not saying it's John Wichigo, who would probably say, ang dami-dami natin player, gamitin natin ang
Give
fouls
up
natin.
fouls if you need to.
In the meantime, we swing it over to Barangay Ginebra's side as we come down to 7:14 in the second. Step back.
That's a smart move for Selena Cruz, recognizing that J.R. Reyes was no match